right, let's take a look at this roll and pull lesson. Three very easy chords, G, and we have C with a little extra friend, and E minor. The thing about this exercise that's very helpful is it combines two things. It's going to combine an arpeggio, where we're going to take our fingers and strum through with your thumb, then hit back from the second string, and back up again. So strum, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you try that really slow on maybe just a G chord for a while, you hit this rhythm. Strum, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, strum. And I would suggest doing this for quite a while until you get good at it. Once your right hand starts to really come together, we're going to learn how to pull off after your thumb passes. Now a pull off is something that requires a pretty good angle. If you do a pull off with your thumb way up here on the neck, it becomes very difficult. So you want your thumb to be nicely right behind the neck there, kind of straight up and down. Let's try our middle finger on the second fret, first string, and just strum with your thumb, and then pull straight down towards the floor like that. You hear that pop that it makes? You're going to strum and pull afterwards so that it's making its own sound there. So here's the part where we put the G chord on, and we're going to play the chord first and then pull off with this finger. A lot of times it's not the easiest thing to start with, so that's the sound it makes. And you may have to do this quite a few times. Go ahead and go back to this just to get the feel of it. Put your fingers back on, and you're going to pull against these other two fingers. Once you get that pattern, it actually comes pretty easily. Then add the right hand. We're going to go strum, pull, second, third, fourth, third, second, first. Strum, pull, then the arpeggio. And as you get a little bit more speed on it, let's look at the next chord. The next chord is a C chord. So we're going to play a C, but with your pinky. Now put your ring finger underneath it there, so we get a C5, and we're going to pull this time with your pinky afterwards. There you go. So we're going to put the arpeggio behind it. Then it goes back to the G chord. Back to the C again. Now this time, E minor. So our first finger is going to get a chance to pull off. This is probably the easiest one actually. Then we're going to go back to the C. This time, use your third and middle fingers. There you go. So you're ringing your third together. The reason we do that is because E minor comes from here, and this one can stay in the same place and just move. Plus it gives your ring finger a chance to do the pull off as well. Then we're going to go back to G. And that whole thing loops around. And we've talked about the looping before. If you can do this whole piece for 5 to 20 minutes and just really, really loop it, you'll get a lot out of it. Let's look at the very end tag. When you're done with looping the piece, I've added an end tag on this one, just a musical finish. Now it's a little different here. We're going to fret. So those are all just thumb, pull, thumb, pull, thumb, and the very end goes the G chord, pinky, up to the end, okay? So if you do these all really slow and keep your hand very much in a straight line so you can do the pull-offs without your thumb coming over, check out what happens when I go. I can't really get that to pull without pulling my technique under a little bit here. So try this. Once that really starts to come, you'll be able to play the piece. So let me play the whole thing for you here real quick, and we'll call it a day. minor, back to the third finger, and here's the end tag coming. Enjoy your study.